You don't need luxury to let your life feel rich. Sometimes it can be the tiniest shifts, like a handmade spoon, a pretty little soap dish, a message stitched into a jacket, that really can change how you move through your day and how you feel about it. So today I'm sharing 10 small things that I've done to upscale my life in simple but really deeply satisfying ways. They don't cost much and they don't take much time, but each one adds just a little bit of spark, of beauty, intention, or joy to my life. And I'll share a few tips to help you find ideas that feel uniquely you as well. So let's start in the kitchen because I'm there a lot. Over time, I also upgraded a few of the tools that I use most, like these olive wood spoons and my bean pot that just keeps looking more interesting every time I use it. And even my compost bin. It's actually just a ceramic pot that I used to cook with, but I really wasn't ready to part with it when I realized that I didn't need quite so many pots and pans as I had. So now I still get to use it. It still brings me a little joy and it continues to serve a purpose as well. These measuring cups, they were a gift from a friend. And for me, they seem to bring a feeling of, of elegance to baking. Definitely a bit of a different mood from when I'm using my stainless steel ones. If you spend a lot of time in one space in your house, like the kitchen for instance, think about what tools that you use daily. Can you replace just one with something that's a little more beautiful or more meaningful to you? That's really how I got started with this initiative to upscale my life. Here's a few questions that can help you with this. Where do you spend the most time in your house? And what do you use pretty much every day? And could you replace it with something that is unique or handmade, has some meaning, or is beautiful? Okay, let's keep going with some other ideas that hit upon something that we all do often, eating. Instead of using a salt shaker, I like to keep my sea salt in a little wooden bowl. I actually have 2 wooden bowls that I like to use for this. One that sits on the table that I like to fill with Malden sea salt flakes. And if you like salt and you haven't tried this before, you really should give it a try. It alone, it's an easy way to upgrade your eating experience. You may balk a little bit at the $7 to $8 price tag for a box of it, but I assure you it lasts a long time and it really does add a little bit of delight to each bite. Another way to upgrade a meal is to decorate it. So we had a great brunch here recently at Marigold's and I got this beautiful salad with marigold petals all sprinkled over top of it. A couple of my favorite edible flowers that I like to grow include pansies and violas, and also if you like a little bit of a spicy kick, you can add nasturtiums. I like that too. This year I also grew some watercress, which I love, and I popped some of their flowers onto some of my salads and meals too once they started blooming. They are a little bit spicy too, but I really like it. So let's pop back into the kitchen for a minute. As everyone uses their refrigerator multiple times a day, I love storing things in glass jars in the refrigerator. It just feels neat and clean, and I like how it helps me be able to see everything in there more quickly, to see what I have. I had mentioned earlier in the video to think about unique things or unique ways to use things. Well, here's an example of that. This little basket that I store my eggs in is actually for dinner rolls, but we seldom eat dinner rolls, so I had decided that this would just be a fun way to store my eggs in instead. In the bathroom, I've used Handmade soap for years, but my favorite kind of soap is actually from my friend at Nature's Bath Soap. And they always smell amazing, they feel luxurious, and they're so beautiful. I think she has to make the prettiest soaps that I've ever seen. So it's like beauty, joy, and supporting a small business in one. Just makes me feel good. And I can honestly say, I think she makes the prettiest soap products that I have ever come across. So speaking of looking for beautiful or handmade things, farmers markets are a great place to come across things that check all these boxes of being unique or being handmade or being beautiful. I found this little tea bag rest at one of our local farmers markets, and also this cute tiny little spoon that I keep my dandy blend in, which is a coffee alternative. I got that as a gift from my aunt, but it kind of seems like the kind of thing that you could find at a farmer's market or maybe even a flea market as well. Both of these are a really great place to look for unique items. Now, if you like to read, finding a beautiful bookmark to use is a really inexpensive and easy way for a lifestyle upscaling. My favorite bookmark is the little wooden ones that I had made for my seasonal journals. If you like the look of this, you can actually get one on my website. You can find the link to that in the description. And the last idea that I'll leave you with here today is sometimes the feeling of upscaling your life comes from how you do things for others as well. I don't have it here with me to show you, but I hand stitched I love you inside a jacket that my daughter wanted me to pass along to her. I put it right over where it would rest on her heart, and I know that even though she can't see it, when she wears it, she'll know that it's there. And I know this sounds cheesy, but that I hold her in my heart even when I'm not there. So anyway, at the end of the day, what I've really found is this: when you add a little beauty, a little meaning, or just a spark of what really feels like it fits your own personality into the everyday things that you use often in your life, then things seem to feel special every day. And you don't need to spend a lot. You just need to notice what really feels good to you. And when you choose these type of things with intention, you'll really feel good about even making little splurges to make life a little sweeter for yourself. Now, if you like some of the ideas that I've suggested in this video, I've put together a list of over 100 simple ways that you can upscale your life. Ideas just like this. Things where you can add a little beauty, creativity, and intentionality to your life. You can download it for free using the link in the description here. So thanks for joining me here today. And before you go, I'd love for you to let me know in the comments which one of these ideas that I've shared with you today do you like best? And if you've got any ideas that you could share something similar with me, I would love to hear those as well. Maybe it's something that I could incorporate into my own life too. And don't forget to grab your free list if you want even more inspiration. I'm sure you'll be able to find one or more things that you are bound to love in there as well. Have a great week.